I became a Boy Scout, I believe, in 5th grade. That's when you transfer over from Cub Scout to Boy Scout, and then you spend that time growing in ranks until Eagle, which I obtained at, I believe, 15. So the OA High Adventure program, it's a kind of part of the general High Adventure, which is like, there's 4 main camps, which is Philmont, there's Northern Tier, there's Summit Bechtel Reserve, and Sea Base. And the one that I went to was Sea Base. And with the OA High Adventure programs, you don't have to pay as much to go on the adventure. And it kind of works just by you giving service to whichever environment they really choose. With Sea Base in particular, we were doing upkeep and maintenance on Fort Jefferson, which is the fort that's on Dry Tortugas. So there were a lot of tasks that we had. One was simply sweeping the sand out of the fort. Some people had to do like carrying sandbags to the top, because on the top floor, that's where they try to protect essentially the fort by laying the sand there, like against the elements like hurricanes blowing through or anything like that. The most fun, but the most strenuous of tasks was actually having to snorkel from one side of the island, kind of like 1/4 of the way around the island, cleaning the signs that were warning tourists, like who were snorkeling or swimming around that area, to not enter the moat, because there were a ton of jellyfish that just filled the moat. There was this group of scientists that came to the island, and they just had essentially this bucket of sand and little sea turtles, and they didn't allow any like videography or flash photography, any of that. So I did manage to take a photo of it through using like a red eye setting on the camera that I was using. The island has this little dock area where you can just park your boat for the night and just like hang out there. You can fish, whatever, which is what one man in particular was doing. He was staying there for a couple days at the same time as us. He actually caught like this giant Goliath grouper fish. It was huge. And like, I remember people were trying to catch it for a while, and this dude like finally managed to catch it off of the main dock, and then he had to kind of drag it all the way over to this beach side so that he could actually grab it and pull the hook out of it and re-release it. It wasn't as crazy as like people actually being able to catch sharks. One thing I would really want to be able to do is catch a shark if I ever went back. I think that'd be awesome. What's great about the OA High Adventure, another thing that's good, is that you just meet a bunch of people from around the country that you don't know, and you just get to know them over these 1 to 2 weeks that you're spending with them. And so you kind of make like lifelong friends in those moments, which I still keep in contact with some of them today. What was great about Dry Tortugas was that it was pretty clear, so that you could pretty much every day see the sunset. And the sunset was so amazing to watch. Like, everyone would essentially stop what they were doing just to like stare at the sunset, because it was just so awesome.